Hello and welcome to Box, where we unbox, review and demonstrate the latest tech. Today we have with us the MSI MAG274QRF gaming monitor. As one of the new favourites in the MAG range, this high-resolution monitor is making an impact on the low-budget gaming scene. Taking it out of the box, you'll find it comes with a variety of additional cables and accessories to help you make the most out of this beautiful display. It's great to see that MSI have supplied plenty of options to connect your monitor to your PC, including a DisplayPort to DisplayPort, high-speed HDMI to HDMI, and a USB-A to USB-B. Of course, each cable offers alternate speeds and resolution, so in this video I'll be opting for the DisplayPort connection to access that high quality gameplay. So just out of the box, along the back of the monitor inside the packaging, you'll find the stand comes in two pieces. Assembly is quick and simple, taking the relatively flat but hardy metal square base, slotting it into the cutout on the back of the monitor, securing it into place with the screws provided. The base screws directly into the bottom of the arm just by tightening the screw already in place. The whole monitor is pretty light, making it easy to maneuver around and adjust in place on the desk. The power cable is generously long, perfect for reaching around to those awkward power outlets. Right away, I tested out the movement range on the screen and discovered it had amazing flexibility in all angles. The tilt was roughly 20% up and down, which is slightly limited due to the cables once they're connected, but the overall pivot and swivel have fantastic range alongside a decent height adjustment of up to 100mm. There's even an option to rotate the screen a full 90 degrees to use in portrait mode, opening up window possibilities for regular browsing and using creative apps. Getting straight into the display, we have a 27-inch rapid IPS panel with a 2560 by 1440 WQHD resolution, specifically designed with esports and competitive gamers in mind. The screen space is excellent, utilising that full wide panel, leaving plenty of space while browsing and using multiple apps at once. Your screen space is generous thanks to that thin bezel around the edge, making most of the whole display for a beautifully cinematic experience in both gaming and regular use. I felt I had plenty of room on the display itself for opening up several browsing windows, and I was able to watch things like YouTube videos and write up documents with plenty of space. Along the bottom of the screen, there is a thicker border that houses the MSI indented logo alongside your power and OSD app control buttons just underneath. Even though this is a gaming monitor, MSI have thought about all of its users by including the quantum dot tech into the display. Now it's really good for editors like myself that need the accurate DCI P3 colour gamut for video and photography, and I have to admit it doesn't harm the quality of gameplay, offering a wider scope of colours for that true to life display quality. Taking a look at the back, you get a classic MSI design that really gives off that gamer vibe. The body is made up of a matte black plastic, embellished with some sophisticated patterns and an MSI badge, bringing it all together with a nice slice of RGB lighting through the centre. Now all of this is completely customizable through the OSD apps using the Mystic Light feature, with a choice of various light pattern modes and colour combinations available to finish off your ideal gaming setup in style. I really like that I'm able to completely customize the colour setup here, either going for a static solid colour or choosing very specific tones to completely match any other setup that I have, such as LED lights on my desk or in my room. On the back of the DisplayPort, we have two HDMIs, a Type-C port, a headphone jack, a USB-B upstream port, and two USB Type-A's. As for the other function buttons on the display, there are two macro keys on the underside for power and OSD access as mentioned earlier, but you also get a 5-way navigation joystick on the back left for opening up the mini OSD in the bottom right corner of the screen. The joystick has multiple uses, from selecting and navigating functions to switching between inputs and quickly toggling features with just a few clicks. Of course, these hotkeys are set to default on power up, but it can be customized for your personal preferences. So on top of the high quality resolution available here, you also get some additional display enhancements such as HDR and wide colour gamut, offering some brilliant contrast and super sharp images in both video and game content. Now the IPS display is made up of liquid crystal molecules to help achieve that rapid 1 millisecond grey to grey response time. That's up to 4 times faster than your average screen of this type. Even just watching a few movies, the picture is bright, sharp, and incredibly detailed. With the help of the picture modes inside the OSD, I could really control the picture quality, making slight improvements on the settings to adjust the picture enough so it matches the content I'm watching for comfortable viewing. Checking out the display setting, I quickly saw that the numbers on the box were backed up by that buttery smooth 165Hz refresh rate, on top of that high resolution quality. The refresh rate did change based on what I was playing, but I definitely saw it rise to those higher response time numbers when playing super fast games such as Splitgate and Forza Horizon 4. I was curious about the night mode in the OSD menu. Now I play a lot of dark titles, so I'm always interested to see how these black optimizer features really affect the details and the shadows. I tried it out here, and as you can see, it does kind of bring up the blacks even with the bright spots, making it much easier to see what's hidden in the shadows. Now I know this would work wonders in games like A Plague Tale, where I need to watch my step in those low lit scenes, so it's brilliant to see what's hidden in the shadows so I never get caught out by my opponents. One of the more important features here has got to be the MSI OSD. Now when customizing your game setup, being able to control every aspect of the display is crucial, but using this app, everything I needed to adapt the display to my style of gameplay is right here in one complete package. Now it has all of the enhancing features you expect from a gaming monitor, from built-in genre presets to enabling gameplay aids such as anti-motion blur and ray tracing to perfectly accommodate the type of game you're playing. Though it's important to note that certain settings will rule out others, automatically disabling or greying out the feature if they conflict with each other, such as affecting adaptive sync, brightness and response time when you enable anti-motion blur, for example. This is simply down to overall eye comfort when playing certain types of games, so take this into consideration when adapting the picture settings to play. According to MSI, the peak brightness sits at around 300 nits. Now even though we can't execute a full test here, I ran a few basic tests just to check for light bleed and dead pixels, and from what I could see there were no inconsistencies. I found the screen brightness to be perfect when in a dark room, and I didn't need to alter the brightness scale at all thanks to the altering picture modes. And I felt that the anti-glare coating really helped visibility because no matter where I sat, the glare became a soft patch on the screen as opposed to a harsh bleached out block of light. Getting a little more into the game performance in this monitor, I had a very easygoing experience with both PC and console gaming. Throughout I had adaptive sync enabled with the 165Hz refresh rate. For those of you out there with an Nvidia GPU, you'll be pleased to hear that this monitor supports G-Sync, offering the ultimate flicker and stutter-free gaming experience that matches the power of your GPU perfectly. With all of this enabled, I had a fantastic gameplay experience with little to no inconsistencies. The toggle switches in the OSD made changing up features very easy, letting me run through game modes while seeing how they affect the picture in real time. Though overall gameplay was stunning, allowing me to race through the streets of Forza with no interruptions. Even playing a high-speed shooter like Splitgate was a breeze, allowing shots with precision and accuracy without annoying lag during those crucial life or death moments. Of course, this monitor does have some nice surprises up its sleeve. MSI have thought about the console gamers here, fully accepting a 4K signal to the monitor for high quality gameplay with the latest next-gen consoles. Now it's compatible with both PS4 and 5 as well as Xbox. And it was just as simple as plugging in a high-speed HDMI, switching to the correct HDMI input, and getting into the game straight away. Of course, it will automatically switch the display settings to 1080p at 60Hz on connection, but with this Xbox Series X, I was able to go to the display settings and play 4K at 60Hz, as well as 1440p at 120Hz. I didn't have to alter the resolution in the monitor's display settings either, making the transition between PC and console a quick and simple process. Gameplay did play out fine enough even though the quality didn't feel quite the same as playing on PC. But to be honest, I love having the dual purpose for my monitor, reducing the amount of screens I have in the room and allowing jumping from platform to platform effortlessly convenient. After playing a few hours on this display, I can say I'm easily persuaded to the MSI style of gaming. The quality is incredibly sharp and the colours turned out so vivid that I could really immerse myself in the game. From my overall experience, it wasn't uncomfortable to play, thanks to the well thought out display modes and visual enhancements like G-Sync and anti-motion blur. For a low-cost monitor, I was very impressed with the stunning visual quality and compatibility with my devices, making this a great must-have for your gaming setup. So what do you think of the MSI MAG274QRF gaming monitor? Let us know in the comments below, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to Box, where we have plenty of hands-on reviews on the latest tech. And as always, thanks for watching.